Hey everybody, it's O'Neil again, and I'm doing a review of Zayn's brand new album. When I first heard Pillow Talk, I knew this was an album that I wanted to listen to, that I wanted to study, because Zayn just has this voice. I think that one of the strongest points of this album, and one of the strongest points of Zayn, is the fact that he has such a distinct voice. And he has this flow. The way that he pronounces words, the way that his words come out, they just sound completely and utterly unique. Even when you come to like a lot of the choruses of a lot of these songs, like you won't hear a lot of harmonies. You won't hear a lot of like counter melodies and things like that, because he doesn't need it. Like his voice stands alone. Like even on "It's You," like he's soaring out to the ooh. Like his voice is soaring, and it's not even just that his voice is so distinct, but also he has so much dynamic in all parts of his range. He has a falsetto that seems to go on forever, and he has a chesty mixy range that is just that goes on for a big while, and he has a lot of those tenor money notes for guys on radio. Like I don't hear a lot of guys that can sing as well as Zayn does, and the way that he's killing it on this album is just absolutely amazing. He's taken lots of nods from people like Chris Brown and Trey Songz, just like a lot of, and especially Frank Ocean. It's kind of like a dark R&B. I almost don't want to call it R&B because of a little bit of the production and a little bit of the styling, but I almost want to call it like a dark pop, almost like a Weekendish realm, because I wouldn't call him like a Tyrese or an Usher or a Chris Brown, but I would put him in like the dark R&B pop arena. The production on this album was absolutely stellar, and it was absolutely Zayn. Like it wasn't him trying to look for a sound. And I actually said to myself, I said, like, sometimes an artist will look for their niche, will try to find where exactly they sit, and Zayn has actually found like such a good pocket for himself, and I think it's just amazing. The production sounds absolutely gorgeous. Like you can just hear so many colors, so many, and it's very ethereal. Like a lot of the music that I've been reviewing on this channel, it just goes for that ethereal, like wavy, whale-like, ocean-like sound, with a lot of those pads, and then a lot of those, and a lot of the snares that are in there aren't really hard hitting. There's some snaps in there, so there's some clicks and clacks, but there isn't really like a lot of like heavy snares that are really taking the lead on it. Now, Mind of Mine, just as an album title, I think it was very appropriate, because lyrically it's like there is no real point of joy on this entire album for Zayn, and I really appreciate him as a songwriter, because he was very honest and raw and real with himself. And you can even, like, if you were to really pick apart the lyrics, you could really see the soul searching that's really going on in Zayn right now. I can really understand. I read an interview that he did, I think it was Perez Hilton, where he was talking about just being, I guess, choked creatively, and as a part of One Direction. And in that time, like, I could understand that. Like now listening to the album, I just realized that if he stayed in One Direction, he wouldn't have been able to express himself so freely. And even if you go from Pillow Talk, because Pillow Talk really sets the mood for the rest of the album. I guess it's an invitation to the war zone that goes on in his brain, because you know the lyrics say, it's a paradise, but it's also a war zone, and that's what you get when you go throughout the entire album. You get different, I don't know if it's different love interests or if it's one that he's talking about, but you get just so many references to she, and there's so many I guess dynamics to the different relationships that he's experienced, and just like there are so many great ways that he describes it. Like the lyricism is very, and like the syntax is just very, it's clever, it's rough, but it's not rough enough to say that there wasn't a lot of songwriting that was going in it, but it feels like he's talking, and I absolutely love that. One of my favorite lines is in It's You, actually. It says, I won't cover my scars, I'll let them bleed, so my silence won't be mistaken for peace. I'm like, what? This is still the same theme that's coming in from Pillow Talk, going all the way down. And it seems like there's a lot of pain that is being, that he's felt, I guess, in at least the last few years of his life, or during this last year, maybe he was recording. It's just, there's a lot of pain that he's talking about. And it seems like a lot of the pain that he's dealing with seems to be, I guess he seems to be balancing it all with alcohol sometimes, like on drunk, like he's just like, you know, we're wasted, whatever. With sex, like I've heard the phrase "take it off" like so many times on this album. Like it almost seems like his party, like I guess that party sexual lifestyle that he has, that he describes in a lot of his songs, are being counteracted by the pain that he actually feels. And for me, as a listener, I was like, it was very raw, and I was like, wow, this is really, really good. In terms of it just being very raw and really honest. Now, and I want to talk your ear off, so I do want to get into like my my highlights for this album. I do love Pillow Talk. This is a single, and like it's great. I love like the production that's like on TIO, and just like Borders. I love the chorus. Like I just love the melodic choices that he makes. But my two songs just go to She and Drunk. On She, you get this amazing grunge bass that is it feels like funk. Like it wasn't even like this style or the genre funk. It was just going at it, and it was just like, oh my gosh. And then in the breakdown, it goes like his voice is chopped up, and they do a little bit of like in the right way, right way, and like it's just an amazing place in the album, in the song. Like just that one place was just an amazing place to put that. And then it scoops down, as I was telling you before, into Drunk, which has this Timbaland-ish beat. Like I thought it was in like the early 2000s with Manelli Furtado. It just really really took me there, and I really I enjoyed that. I guess a little bit of a nostalgic experience, but also in Wrong, featuring Kalani. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right, but the choice of snare in that song is absolutely brilliant, and there are just so many, even when I was talking to you about that theme of just like the paradise versus the war zone, he says, like, you know, you're looking for how does it go? It goes, he said, you're looking in the wrong place for my love. You're looking in the wrong place for my love. Amazing chorus, amazing melodic melody for the chorus. Don't think because you're with me, this is real. And then later in the song, it says, "Baby, some people are meant to be loved, others just naked." And not necessarily something that I agree with, but it's just a great place a great way to phrase how he's actually feeling in the song. And just on a general note, Mind of Mine, like, was some very, very good music. And at this point, like I said in the Dumb Blonde video talking about Danny D. Kane, I'm actually glad that he left, because we would have missed an artist like this. He's not a slave to the industry anymore. He's being exactly who he wants to be, and I am absolutely gung-ho and excited for more music from him. So that's it for this review, but this is the channel where we're thinking deeply about music and about everything, life in general. That's why I'm breaking it down like this, to create art that changes the world. And I am so excited for everything else. Check out my other videos, check out my other reviews, and subscribe to this channel, please. We'll continue to talk. So I'll see you later. Bye-bye. You're looking in the wrong place for